The Clintar, aka Symbiotes, are a race of extraterrestrial parasites, with dozens of unique symbiotes showing up on the pages of different Marvel comic books. It was only a matter of time before people started to speculate about how they would hold up against each other. Symbiotes were created by a deity named Null to conquer the universe and fight the light produced by Celestials. With such a complex history, it is no wonder that some symbiotes are stronger than others. That's why we've decided to highlight the 10 most powerful symbiotes in the Marvel Universe. But before that, we notice a lot of you are watching our videos, and we hope you enjoy them. So please, subscribe to our channel so we can bring you more content like this. Number 10, Scream. Donna Diego was a mentally disturbed woman who eventually became involved with the Life Foundation. The Life Foundation was an institution that believed that the conclusion of the Cold War would bring about a nuclear Armageddon and the end of civilization as we know it. To that end, they constructed a large fallout shelter to provide a place for their wealthy clients to live comfortably. To protect their future utopian society, they created, you guessed it, 5 symbiotes, forcibly spawned from Venom. One of those spawns was Scream. After Scream broke free, it came across its host, the unfortunate Donna Diego. Over time, Donna's already crippling psyche, combined with the inexperience of the symbiote, slowly transformed Scream into an unpredictable and erratic entity. Number 9, Silence. It's almost poetic that Scream is followed by Silence. After the former died, a doctor attempted to harvest and revitalize the Scream symbiote. Not sure why he thought reviving a deadly alien was a good idea. When that didn't work, he combined the sample with Anti-Venom's serum to create Scream's antithesis, Silence. This new symbiote seems to combine Scream's symbiote powers with the cleansing properties of Anti-Venom, which allows Silence to disconnect the symbiote from the hive mind named Clintar, the energy pretty much all symbiotes tap into for their power. Number 8, Sleeper. The youngest son of Venom, Sleeper, was allowed to develop in a safe environment before attaching himself to a host. While Sleeper is still prone to brutality, this symbiote is a bit different because it didn't become a mindless killing machine like all other Venom's children. The maturation time also allowed Sleeper to develop some unique powers of his own, like bending light to camouflage itself and releasing neurotoxins that can put his enemies to sleep, hence the name. Number 7, the Anti-Venom. The Anti-Venom symbiote was created when Venom bonded with Eddie Brock after the man was cured of cancer by Mr. Negative. Who's Mr. Negative? It's a long story, but all you guys need to know for now is that Mr. Negative's touch can imbue people with energy for various effects. This is exactly how he was able to heal Eddie Brock of his cancer and, at the same time, create a negative symbiote, which came to be known as Anti-Venom. This new symbiote possessed no consciousness of its own, allowing Brock to retain full control while wielding it. Anti-Venom powers are also a lot less destructive, as they can cure people affected by things like radioactivity and drugs. Doesn't sound like the kind of thing a symbiote would do, but that is what makes it so interesting. Number 6, Toxin. The son of Carnage, Toxin, was believed to be the most powerful symbiote ever created. The raw power of Toxin was so great that he was feared even by the King in Black, Null, creator and leader of the symbiotes. However, trained by Venom and bonded with a New York cop named Patrick Mulligan, Toxin's powers remained restrained and focused on doing good. Number 5, Grendel. Giant symbiote dragon may seem ridiculous. And it is. But this powerful creature of Null's creation is a destructive force that spent millennia roaming the universe, taking out gods and mortals alike. As it was directly created by Null, Grendel is more powerful than almost every Clintar. Given that Grendel can engage in intergalactic flight, nobody is safe from this behemoth. Number 4, Carnage. Carnage is more violent, unpredictable, and some would say powerful than Venom. As Cletus Cassidy was already a bloodlusting serial killer before becoming Carnage, the increased aggressivity caused by the bonding with a symbiote only made him more cruel and dangerous. Carnage can shape his limbs as solid weapons and can even travel through phone wires to attack on the other side of the line. For many years, Carnage was Venom's greatest enemy, the anti-hero always having a tough time taking this symbiote counterpart down. Number 3. Scorn. When the Carnage symbiote was separated from its longtime host, serial killer Cletus Cassidy, it was chemically lobotomized and harvested in an attempt to create an advanced line of prosthetics. I'm not sure who thought that up, but essentially it was attached to Dr. Nieves in place of her missing arm, and you can probably see where I'm going with this. The symbiote would then regain consciousness and eventually bonded with Nieves. As a symbiote born from an experimental union of alien biology and Earth technology, the Scorn symbiote possesses the ability to interface with computer systems as well as absorb and adapt all forms of cybernetic enhancements and weaponry. So, it's Carnage if he were also a cyborg, which is a pretty destructive combination. Number 2. Null. Born from the primordial void, Null is the eldritch god of darkness that created the symbiotes. As soon as the Celestials brought light into the Dark Kingdom, Null forged the All-Black. For a while, Null struck fear into the universe, waging war all alone against the Celestials. Besides having the powers of a god, Null can manipulate the abyss that existed before creation, bringing life out of the darkness, is virtually immortal, and has even the ability to manipulate time itself. Null is one of the biggest threats in the entire Marvel Universe, and his dark empire extends over literally anything. Number 1. Venom. Venom and Eddie Brock are not the most powerful symbiotes when we measure raw power. Nevertheless, no other symbiote has so much determination as Venom. Time and time again, Venom was tested against more dangerous symbiotes and always comes up on top because he was willing to sacrifice everything to keep the world a safer place, drawing upon its years of exposure to a multitude of hosts to regularly modify its tactics and abilities for continuously greater results. Because of his unbreakable spirit and years of experience, Venom was powered up by the God of Light itself, allowing him to defeat Null once and for all. More than impressive superpowers, Venom and Eddie prove that true power comes from your will to fight the good fight, and that even a villain can redeem himself. So, there you are, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to KRTV Marvel, and as always, thanks for watching.